If you are still of childbearing age, or you still have hopes of expanding your family, I would advise you, and you are in the UK, I would advise you to stay there and don't move over to the US. I'll tell you the reasons, okay? Because unlike the UK, I would say the UK is more, will I say family friendly, or more like the annual leave, maternity leave is kind of generous compared to the UK, to the US. Is a different ball game here entirely. It's a different ball game because the US system is made in a way, most of it is like privatized and is made in a way to make profits. So they cannot afford for workers not to work. You work, you get paid. You don't work, you don't get paid. It doesn't happen like that because in the UK, it's more of NHS, government and everything. It's not profit oriented. Let me just put it that way. So why did I say that you shouldn't move over to the US if you are still of childbearing age? Unlike the UK, you would have maternity leave, a whole 1 year of maternity leave. Wow. Although you get paid for 6 months, the remaining 3 months you still get paid SMP, like government stipends or something, which is still something, although it's really not too much. So you can decide to resume back after 6 months, or you can decide to resume after 9 months. But the last 3 months of your maternity leave, obviously you're not getting paid anything. So most people might resume back before then. But even at that, what I like the UK for is that even at that, you still have a whole annual leave. Because you went on maternity leave does not mean that your annual leave is cancelled. You are still entitled to that annual leave, especially if you did not go or you had some remaining before you then commence your maternity leave. So some people, even after they finish that maternity leave, then they still then use up the annual leave. So you are gone for a long period of time. You have that time to bond with your child. You have that time to recuperate from everything, the pregnancy, motherhood and everything. So unlike the US, it's not like that. You are not going to get any 1 year. You are not even going to get 6 months. You are not even going to get 3 months. Yes, you are not. So what are you going to get in the US? You are going to get, you're only going, there's nothing like maternity leave, unfortunately. You're only going to get what is called paid time off, and if you have one. So depending on the facility you work, depending on the state laws, depending on so many things, PTOs differ. PTO means paid time off. It differs from facility to facility, from state to state. So some people, if you work 12-hour shift, you are entitled to 4 hours of PTOs and like that. So those PTOs can accumulate if you don't take them often or you don't take them. There's not even sick off. There's nothing like sick leave. If you call in sick, you're not getting paid. Oh my, oh my. They are mean here. Very mean. If you can't call in sick, you don't get paid. If you want to get paid, you use your paid time off, if you still have some left. But there's no sick leave, there's no maternity leave, there's nothing. All you want to do is work. And of course, you get paid. Okay, but what will you choose? Some people say, is money everything? Money can answer so many things, but really, money is not everything. So you don't get paid. If you have paid time off, then you can use that to go for to use as maternity leave. The government, there's something they call FMLA. You can use 3 months, which is unpaid. But if you have PTOs, you cover with it. I think they will pay you for 6 weeks alone, and that 6 weeks is not even your full pay. It's like 60% or 70% of your pay. That's what they give you for 6 weeks, and then you can use the remaining 6 weeks to cover your for your PTOs. So you are not even allowed to go more than 3 months. If you still want to keep your job, you cannot be off for more than 3 months. You can imagine. So if you still think, I'm still growing my family, and I still want to have babies, or I'm newly married, I plan on having kids as soon as possible, I think UK would be good for you. Maybe when you finish that childbearing age thing, or you're done with giving birth and everything, and you still want to come, then you can come. At least enjoy that maternity leave, enjoy all those stuff. However, depending on where you work to, I have a friend that works with the state, like a state hospital in her state, and she was able to get 3 months of maternity leave. 3 months. Yeah, because you know, when you work with government, there are so many benefits that the private institution will not give you. However, in the US, you have so many private than government. So she was lucky to work in a government hospital, and she got 3 months paid, and she also has PTOs to use. So she will be gone for like 4 months to take care of her baby, which is good. It's a good thing. And there are some states too, I think in California, they have good unions that fought for them. And then if you work in some hospitals in California, you are entitled to maternity leave. I think some can even give you 3 months to 6 months paid, and even 3 months of paternity leave. Yes, some states are very good, and if you work in some big hospitals or some states that their unions are very good, they fought for nurses' rights and everything. But I tell you, 90% of the time, you don't get anything. You use your paid time off. So if you are still in that childbearing age, please hold on and still stay in the UK for now. However, if you still want to come, I'm not trying to discourage anybody to come, because there are ways to things. Yeah, people here, they are giving birth, they are taking the 6 weeks, they are taking the 3 months if they have enough paid time off, and they are still doing the job. So there's nothing that can't be done. There's nothing that is impossible. For example, when I was still in Nigeria, that was when I had my children, and in Nigeria too, where I come from, you don't get that luxury of like they give in the UK, 1 year maternity. No, we are only entitled to 4 months paid maternity leave, and that 4 months you have to go for 1 month before. It is a must to go for 1 month before. So at 8 months you're expected to start your maternity leave. So, and then three months after you have your baby, then you resume. So that means you have 3 months maternity leave, like something like that. That's 3 months with your baby. And you know one thing, if you are someone that your labor is delayed, or some people, it's just they calculate it as 40 weeks. So people won't fall into labor until 42 weeks or 41 weeks. Like when I had my first child, I almost used more than 2 weeks from my 1 month prior maternity leave before I even delivered my child. So at the end of the day, I didn't use more than 3 months. And my second child, I just spent I think I resumed when he was almost 3 months. And I put him in a daycare and he survived. There are still ways to work it out. So all in all, you still get a chance to take care of your baby. But I really tell you, from my own, I'm not saying that everybody, I'm just trying to explain things so that you can make informed decision. So if you are still in the UK, you can as well stay back and enjoy that maternity leave and annual leave and all that comes with it. But even if you still want to come here, people are here, people have been here, people are doing it. They don't go on maternity, they don't go on annual leave, and they are still surviving. Because your full work hours, if you don't want to take up extra shift and everything, is only 36 hours. So it's just 3 days in a week. So you can do your 3 days in a week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's what most people do, especially if they want to take like 1 week off, and you don't even need leave for that. So you do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you get your off, and you don't work until Friday, like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of the next week. So so that means from Wednesday of that week, 1 week, till the Wednesday of next week is free for you. That's the whole 1 week. You can go on your 1 week vacation for that. You don't need leave to do that. So that's what most people do. So most people here still even survive, and there are still PTOs to use, isn't it? So you can still use your PTOs and everything. It does not mean if you are sick, you have to stay, you have to force yourself to work. They don't even want that. So you can use your paid time off, because you will get paid if you are sick, if you still have paid time off. But if you do not have paid time off, then if you get sick, you don't get paid. So there are still ways to do things. It's not like it's that bad, but just so you are aware that for that aspect, UK is really good for annual leave, for maternity leave, and they have that luxury, which they don't have yet. So make your informed decision and decide which is good for you and which is so I wish you an informed decision making process so that you can make the right choice for yourself. Okay, so everywhere has its own pros and cons. For that, US, I give it a negative, a down, because the UK supersedes that. They really taking leave, having maternity leave and all that is very good in the UK. The US, none of their business. They want to make profit. So you have to work and get paid. Okay, so that's all I've got for you today. And keep your notification bell on, because you're still going to be getting more from me. And put in the comment section if there's anything you want me to make comparison of. I'm just all about comparing so that you can make that informed decision that you need to make, so that you can make the right choice in your life choices. Thank you, and see you some other time. Take care. Bye.